Welcome back to The Adaptor. I'm Ava and I just watched Luka Chuppi. I'm going to be giving my take on what expectations were versus reality in 3 different categories: comedy, story, and acting. At the end, I'll let you know if this was a Paisa Vasool kind of movie. First up, comedy. So the trailer showed very promising comedic moments. Sometimes that's all movies have and they compile it into a trailer and you come out thinking, yeah, all the funny moments were in the trailer. But that's not the case here. There were so many moments where I was laughing so hard that I started crying. The trailer only scratched the surface. They really played around with old, classic, iconic songs and really worked themselves into the scene to provide depth, and it was hilarious. Personally, I think it was genius. Mini spoiler warning. So when Guddu is leaving to go to his live-in relationship home, all you see is him saying goodbye to his family members. Nothing weird about that, like, okay, cool, whatever. But then when you add the song Babul Ki Duaye Leti Ja, it adds such a beautiful twist to that scene. It was hilarious. All I could hear were people laughing throughout the scene and looking at each other and laughing even more. It felt like there was a lot of spontaneity to kind of just add their little flair inside. So if you take any given scene, you'll always see every character's expression was very different, and it would just make you laugh even more. For example, there was this one Bobby. The focus isn't even on her, but you could just see what she's doing in the background, and oh my god, her expressions were spot on. Next topic is story. So from the trailer, it looks like the biggest issue will be their parents finding out that they're in a live-in relationship, and there's gonna be this whole hecticness around that. Here's the reality. The parents assume that they're actually married, and now they have to go secretly get married. And that's the problem. That's the twist. They try so many times to secretly get married, and it just leads to an escalation. You were actually invested in the story so much so that whatever was happening to them in the moment, it felt like you were on that journey with them. And because the trailer didn't reveal much, it was less predictable and it was easier to be on that journey with Guddu and Rashmi. But props to the writers. I genuinely felt like every shot had a purpose in the movie. For example, they show you a shot of these little kids playing hide and seek, and you're like, all right, what's the point of that? And then later you found out that Chiku, the nephew, is playing hide and seek too. And that's when he overhears Chachu and Chachi are not actually married. And that was the point of that scene. So there was really no fluff. So it was very well choreographed with all the characters and what they were trying to prove and point out in the story. Next on the list is acting. From the trailer, you can see that the family plays a big part in these 2 characters' lives. Reality is, each and every character had to be on point for you to be able to laugh your ass off. So let's talk about Kartik Aaryan. There was no monologue. That is such a bummer, because it's I just feel like I expect it now. I'm like, okay. Every time he starts saying a few lines in a row and the camera angle is low, you're like, all right, I think this is going to be a monologue. I think this is it. And then it's not. And it's it's okay. We don't have to expect him to do a monologue in every film. So I kind of missed that a little. I think they could have worked on his costume a little more. He has a signature look. So whenever Karthik's hair was up and stuff, I saw him. I didn't see Guddu. But when Guddu's hair was messy, unkempt, I was like, wow, that's Guddu. But the acting was really good. Their chemistry was really good. It felt like you really felt for them and really wanted them to end up together. Here's the big question now. Was this a Paisa Vasool kind of movie? I think yes, of course it was. I left that theater with tears in my eyes because I laughed so much. It was beyond my expectations. I would say this is a family film. There are awkward moments here and there, but I think this movie is a great conversation starter about the controversial topic of a live-in. Let me know what you guys think of this movie. Let me know if you guys want me to react to any other trailer. You can also find me on Instagram and Facebook. If you haven't done so already, go ahead and subscribe to this channel for more content. And in the meantime, I'll catch you later. Peace out. Nutty puns. I live for those.